Hi guys, Dominic here, and today I'm just going to go over a pretty cool mobility tool, and it's a basic car polisher. You can pick these up in various different places like Lidl and Aldi do them from time to time, or places like Halfords where you can buy all your spare car parts, things like that. I picked this one up in Halfords. It's pretty strong, it's very durable, normally get at least a good year out of it as long as you don't use it too aggressively. The main benefit of it is the fact that it rotates and it buffs, and the vibration when we work through our muscles helps to loosen up any kind of scar tissue in certain areas. But it's mainly from that vibration that will help loosen up any areas that are quite sticky. Will it vastly change those areas? No, not at all. But it means that when I go to stretch, which will have a more profound effect on my mobility and proper deep tissue massage done by a therapist, that it can make those jobs a little bit easier, a little less miserable. So main areas we're going to use it on, if we're doing it on ourselves, are going to be in around the pecs and lats. So it's simply place it against this section here and across the chest to try and loosen up those areas, such as there. I can use it again on the inside of the bicep, which is going to act as a big trigger point. A lot of people are very stuck in that area when they go overhead. And then if I was using it in my lats, I would turn it upside down and take my arm over and work in on my lats, and your voice sounds very funny in that position as well. Some people are a little nervous about kind of using it on certain and in any part of the body really. You don't have to be massively aggressive with it. Just make sure, if you can, that it isn't directly on the skin, because then it can cause like carpet burn. But you don't have to be massively aggressive. So if you have an area that's super tight, start on the flat, and then once you start to loosen up a little bit more, if you want to get a little bit deeper, you can use in on the edges on it. So if I was doing my thighs, for example, I would start just on the flat. As I get into stickier areas, like around the outside of my quad and the IT, I can start to work in on the side parts of it then as well. So I can act to loosen up those areas. Works incredibly well on the thighs and then on the sides of the calf, especially around the soleus. So you can use it on all of those areas that you can visibly see quite easily, like the IT band, quads, in on the soleus, and it can make getting into those stretch positions, if it was to get into a couch stretch, a dog down, a little bit easier. So I would normally start from my feet and I work my way up. I buff actually my feet themselves, and then start to work in around the tibialis here on the front of the shin, in around the calves, and then start to work in on my groin, and then all the way up from there. Especially working in on the side of the glutes as well. So it's a pretty cheap mobility tool. You can buy for roughly about 50 euros or less, depending on where you're buying it. And you can use it before or after your workouts to try and make that process of stretching a little bit more comfortable. So give it a whirl. It works really, really well, and it's not that expensive as well. So I hope that helps, and all the best.